You could call me Two-Face with the way I'm tossing coin, boy.
Is Tiny Meat Gang good? I think that's a pretty loaded question. There's a few different ways to go about answering this, and it's an interesting conversation to have. If you're not familiar with them whatsoever, Tiny Meat Gang is a comedic hip-hop duo composed of popular internet stars Cody and Noel Miller. The two were originally popular on Vine, they made their way to YouTube, and now they're very successful in a few different mediums. They both have large followings on their respective channels, usually reacting to and poking fun at whatever weird content they come across. And then when they collaborate on videos, those tend to really blow up. Their ongoing series That's Cringe is one of the most popular on the entire platform. Besides that, they have the Tiny Meat Gang podcast, where they have pretty random, funny, hour-long conversations. They're on a nationwide tour right now, doing comedy all over the US. And then we get to their ventures in music. So a couple years ago, in response to Jake Paul's disastrous song and music video, It's Everyday Bro, Cody and Noel wanted to make a song of their own. They wanted an idea that was dumb and satirical, so they decided on Keep Ya Dick Fat, which they released on June 15th, 2017, under the name Tiny Meat Gang.
Your chick is with that. I got her up in the crib, she cooking baby back.
Months go by and the boys want to make another song and video. They decide on Super Zan, a parody of SoundCloud rappers who usually go on and on about one specific activity.
I'm taking a seat on your Zans. Call that a bar stool.
The incredibly positive feedback from fans on these two videos prompted the boys to come out with their first mixtape. On December 15th, 2017, Tiny Meat Gang released Bangers and Ass, a 5-track project available on all music streaming platforms. Along with Super Zan, the project included Stinky Money, a song about how large sums of cash literally smell bad, Clout, a parody of all the clout-chasing influencers of the world, Deadbeat, a song about living off of your partner's income, and IFYB, a clever play on how rappers are always stealing your girl, and mid-song, Noel finds out that Cody's taken his girlfriend. As a whole, I think this is a solid stepping stone for TMG. The songs aren't great, but there are some good laughs, the boys can pull off a few good flows, and the production, mostly done by their friend Spock, is serviceable for music that's worth listening to. Between the comedy and the rapping, the quality is high enough that fans can actually listen to this. It's not just goofy YouTuber music where you'll watch the music video, chuckle, and move on. But their first project left plenty of room for them to grow. Throughout 2018, Cody and Noel kept making music, whether it be a sponsorship for Audible,
I'm in the whip with your chick and we listen in the books.
or a silly song about making the world a better place.
Bullying, knock it off. Racism, knock it off.
Eventually, we got 2 singles and music videos from their second mixtape. Stay Safe is, well, a song about staying safe.
Forget fashion, and when I'm in the whip, I keep the seatbelt fastened.
And No Flex is about the more subtle luxuries of life. Stuff like this.
If the waitress treat me right, I'm tipping 21%.
Just within these 2 tracks, it was clear how much the boys improved. The flows are more interesting, the production is unique, and the lyrics are funnier than ever. Those songs led us to Locals Only, Tiny Meat Gang's second mixtape that dropped on December 20th, 2018. This time we've got 8 tracks instead of 5, Spock still with a lot of production credits throughout the project, and song topics range from the joys of freelancing on BYOB to dreaming about all the things they would do if one of their songs blew up on Please Be a Hit. So now, back to that original question. Is Tiny Meat Gang good? My best answer for that is that I think they're good at what they do. And this is where things start to get a little complicated. Music is incredibly subjective, we all know this, but comedy is possibly even more subjective. You telling me who your favorite musician is may or may not give me any insight into who you are as a person, but you telling me who your favorite comic is, I feel like that starts to dig deeper into your specific personality. So trying to judge comedic music sounds very complex. Before I was just giving you all the facts about them and their path to success, but now this is just purely my opinion. I'm gonna run through a few quick examples of comedic musicians, and hopefully it explains further why I like Tiny Meat Gang stuff. Lil Dicky is probably the most prominent comedic musician right now. He's had chart-topping songs, wildly popular music videos, and he was an XXL freshman too. alongside rappers like 21 Savage, Denzel Curry, and Uzi. Clearly he's capable of rapping very well. You can check out his freestyle on Tim Westwood, it's impressive, but I don't think he's funny whatsoever. So how do I judge the guy that wants to be taken seriously as a rapper? He's said this many times, but all of his songs are jokes, and I don't think the jokes are funny. In that case, I'm gonna skip right past his technical rapping ability because that seems irrelevant when I'm not enjoying anything that he's saying. Next up, we have Oliver Tree. And I think I'll get more backlash for this than the Lil Dicky opinions, but I can't stand this guy either. From the videos that I've watched and the music that I've heard, there's this massive disconnect. His whole character of guy that rides razor scooters, vapes, and has a bowl cut was barely funny when that bit was popular like 3 or 4 years ago. And then there's his music that doesn't seem like it's supposed to be funny, which just doesn't make any sense to me. Why create a comedic backdrop for serious music so the whole time I'm listening I'm just thinking, wow, this guy is not funny, but is it supposed to be? I don't know. His stuff just isn't for me. And now for the comedic music that I actually like. First example is comedian Zach Fox. He's one of my favorite people that I follow on Twitter, and he's dabbled in music lately. He just dropped a music video for his song Square Up that is just about him beating people up. It's a dumb, simple concept, but I love it. When I'm listening to it, I'm laughing and mildly impressed by his rapping ability. And then there's Tiny Meat Gang, and they fall under the same kind of category. When I'm listening to their stuff, I'm in a mood where I want to laugh. I'm not seeking incredible music. And I think that's what separates these two parties for me. These guys want their music to be taken seriously. These guys don't. These guys are full-time musicians. You don't see Lil Dicky or Oliver Tree doing stand-up sets or anything. These guys are full-time comedians. Zach on stage and Cody and Noel on YouTube. So personally for me, when I'm listening to comedic music, I'm not in it as much for the music. I'm in it for the comedy. That's reason number one why I'm choosing Zach and Tiny Meat Gang before the others, because I think they're funny. But in the end, I'm able to actually enjoy the music and continue to listen, play it in my car, headphones, whatever, because musically they're fine. They're not great, but I'm not expecting Kendrick-type bars from Cody or Noel. If they're able to make me laugh and give me some clever lines, decent hooks, and production that seems to just about match what everybody else in hip-hop is doing, then yes, Tiny Meat Gang is good. Hey, thank you so much for watching that video. I've been wanting to make a video about those guys forever, so I'm happy I finally got the chance to. If you want to support the channel in any way, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. All that stuff's really easy and it does make a difference. Besides that, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram at RenshawHS, buy my merch, support my Patreon, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.